Recently, the Oklahoma Agricultural Leadership Program class traveled to Kenya to learn all about agriculture in Africa. And our chief photographer, Mitchell Alcala, went along with them and brings us this story.
So the importance of an international experience like we did in Kenya is to get the world perspective. We get so ingrained with what's happening here in the state of Oklahoma and nationally that we kind of forget that we're a part of a bigger picture. And so going internationally gives you that world perspective on the importance of culture and agriculture across any part of the world.
So I wasn't thrilled when I heard we were coming to Kenya, which I'm sure is most of the class's reaction as well. But it has been so much more than I ever expected. I had no idea I would see the things that I have seen here. It is a beautiful country. The people are friendly and welcoming. I was just not expecting any of that.
My first inclination whenever we heard we were going to Africa was excitement. During my interview process to get into the program, I had interviewed with Edmund. He asked if I could choose anywhere in the world to go for an international trip. I said Africa. There's been some trepidation with the class just due to the sheer, unknown. But I think now that we've been here for 7 days, that has been resolved, and everyone is very excited to learn more about the economy in Kenya, the culture in Kenya, the agricultural story, which is balancing the environment with conservation and therefore wildlife.
This is my first time ever being out of the country, and just seeing the world and how different it is. People are kind here. They like to listen to you. People want to help people. That's what I really like, is that they're kind-hearted.
I didn't really have much expectations for the trip, but Kenya has gone far and away. It's one of the best trips I've ever done, and I didn't know that it just stayed temperate year round. High, lows in the 60s, highs in the lower 80s. And have been nothing short of phenomenal. I really didn't know what to expect. From like African agriculture, but the things that they're doing with no-till and with different cropping operations and grazing is very similar to what we do in America, and I was quite pleasantly surprised, but shortly. So,
man, they had some absolutely incredible looking wheat fields. 80, 90 bushel wheat fields, and those are double crop. That's coming right back right after. I think he had some potatoes out there. Just come right back in behind it. No-tilled in. We've also seen some farms no-tilled with wheat. They were going in with corn right behind it. They're able to utilize and save their moisture. They get good rainfall here, which would be nice in my area, but we don't. But it'd be good to see just how much more they can advance here if they had, something with the Oklahoma wheat growers and OSU extension of the new genetics and the new varieties that they're coming up with each year of what they could do if they got that availability here.
And to be honest, I didn't really know what my expectations were going to be. I'm not well traveled, and so I really didn't care where we went, but I didn't know anything about Kenya, so I didn't really have expectations. But if I had any, the agriculture, the land, the people are so incredibly nice. It is just a humbling experience to be here, and I think the one thing I'm taking away from this experience and just seeing Kenya and Africa in general is the lack of waste they have with agriculture production here. They utilize every single thing, and with the small amounts of land they have and the people that they have to help their production, they just do everything together, and they do it all with a smile on their face.
Obviously, we're on the other side of the globe from home. Since we are rounding up our trip, going on the last day, Kenya has been such an eye-opening experience. It really truly makes you take a step back and appreciate what all we have in America. I do have to say, one of the best things whenever we heard we were going to Kenya is that they are the flower capital of Europe. And that could not be more true. I've seen some of the most incredible landscape. I've seen some of the most incredible flowers. This is probably the closest you can get to a controlled environment, just being so close to the equator. Everything here is beautiful and lush, and the people are incredible. They're so kind. it's just it's exceeded every expectation I could have ever had. It's any worries I ever had just flushed them right away. I mean, this trip has been truly life-changing.